Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So it's funny, I bought this figure a while ago, as many of you know, and I was planning on making a video showing her off, but I just been so busy, I just haven't got around to it. In fact, I've been really busy making floors and walls and these pieces here, the elevator plug for all kinds of people. And so I have just been busy. So because of that, I haven't made a lot of videos lately. And I told my wife, it's kind of funny. It's like I do one thing, but then I can't get around to doing the other thing. So today I'm here making a video. I know it's been quite a while. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this one. I'm trying to find it myself on YouTube so I could look at your comments. But for some reason, it's not finding my video. Okay. I'm going to have to go to my channel and find me. Where is my channel? Let's see. Home. No. Let's see. I'll go to this video here. And there we go. Hebrew Live. Hey, I got it. Let's see. Aiden, thanks for joining us. Master Far, thanks for being here. Jamie Sanders, thanks for joining us. Hyperdelic, thanks for being here. Juan Soto, thanks for being here. And Imperial, thanks for joining us too. All right, good to see you guys here online joining us. So let's go ahead and check out this figure. I know it's been like a week or more since I showed you guys that I got her, but I haven't done anything with her. So let's check it out and see how cool she is or how cool she's not. That's right. I remember looking at this, wondering if it glows in the dark or not, so we can test out those things and see. All right, so let's go ahead and check her out. So first of all, wow, she's got a really short little tagline here. Let's go look at us together. It says, after years of running from her past, Tila embraces her heritage and hones her newfound magical powers as the next sorceress of Castle Grayskull. Dun dun dun. Other figures in the line. It shows her, the man-at-arms with the creepy mustache and the creepy weird face there. The new trap jaw looks pretty cool. And the new Skeletor that has been taken over by Motherboard. I keep wanting to call her Mother Box because of DC, the whole Mother Box thing. But anyway, you know what? I should have turned on my castle lights. I mean, everything's all dark in here. Okay, let's turn them on. Boop. There we go. And the flames. Psh, there we go. It looks much better. Much cooler. Anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and get her opening. Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Master Far says, I can tell from the new Skeletor he's just going to be a pawn in the new show. Yes, we know that Motherboard is the main bad guy in the new series, which is funny because they just had her as an exclusive, which seems kind of weird to have the main baddie an exclusive instead of more than just an exclusive. So we'll find out what's going on with that as we start to watch the new series. Now, I don't know if it's out on Netflix yet. I think it's still pending. I'm not sure. I haven't checked Netflix for a little while. This is interesting. They have a little cardboard Giddy Bob here, which is separate. Huh. Let's see what we got inside there. Looks like that's the spot for the extra hands. Well, they wrap this like the way they do the Hasbro figures in these little paper bags. I wonder if they're going to go windowless soon too, because they are almost there now with their packaging when it's almost plastic free. And now they have this paper, which is similar to, reminds me of Cracker Jacks when you'd open them up and get the toy inside and, oh, look at my toy. It's hands and fingers that are sharp and not rubbery. Now, I remember when they gave us Katra a long time ago with Classics, they gave her these sharp fingers just like this, but they made them super rubbery so they'd match the standards of kids not getting hurt. But these could actually cause a little bit of damage to somebody. Crazy. It's like her hands are, being somehow contorted. Contorted hands. Crazy. All right. I actually have an itch right here. I can scratch with these hands. Anyway. Let's go ahead and pull her out, and there she is. There she is. There's the side of the package with her hands on her hips and her gold armbands. She looks pretty cool. Anyway, let's see what we can and can't do with her. Now they did kind of give her a pearlescent. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not there. The way she looks is kind of weird. I guess they figure it looks shinier. It looks more magical. More magical! Not the tape. Not the tape, Mattel. It's like they taped across the whole bottom with one big sheet of tape. Why? Why, Mattel? You gotta stop putting tape on this cloth. It's gonna be horrible in the next couple of years if we have figures sit for collectibles still in the package, and this tape, this residue will get all over the cloth. That is a really bad idea. You gotta stop doing this, Mattel. It's fine if you open them right away, but like I said, I guess it's not one piece, it's two. I can see there how they use two pieces. All right, let's continue cutting, slicing and dicing. I'm gonna cut this little slot right here to make it easier to pull the cape out too. Ugh. And she has her cool birdie wand too. Birdie wand. All right. Now, of course, this castle was not made for Masterverse. This castle is for Origins. Origins. But can you guys hear that high-pitched sound that's been picked up in the microphone? I think it's this heating pot right here. It just made a super high-pitched sound. Let me know if you guys can hear it or not. Why won't the cosmic key work? Well, to find out more about that. All right, so let's talk about articulation first. So she has the standard articulation on the ankle. She has a boot cut. She has the double jointed knees. No, they're tight. I feel like a Cheap Trick song. She's tight. She's one of a kind. Anyway. She has leg movements up there. This is rubbery, so you can kind of move it a little bit out of the way. She's got her white undies on. Whoa, mine's made backwards. She's got the butt in the front. Not the butt in the front. That's funny. You can see the butt cheeks in the front of her. And no butt cheeks in the back. So mine's actually made backwards right there. So I'm probably going to have to pull these legs off, turn her around, put the legs back on. So we'll do that in a little bit. We'll have fun fixing her so she doesn't have butt cheeks sticking out. You can see it actually made bumps right here on the front of her. That looks really weird. All right, then we have her upper torso movement, which it looks like it does scratch easy. I already have a paint wear right there within the 3 seconds she's been open. And then we have a shoulder movement, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, and her wrists move pretty good too. Then we have a head movement. Now, I wish you came with an extra head, but that's okay. One head is fine, I guess. And it is on there tight, so let's see if we can get that off without causing any damage. Hooray! And as this come off, it's glued on. Yeah, it's going to have to be ripped to get off. So I'm going to dunk her in the hot water in order to get her legs off. And while we're heating her up, to fix her, we will talk about some other action figures. I can't believe they made her backwards. It's just so crazy. So you can see the butt cheeks right there in the front. And then the back, like I said, is just her standard smooth. So really, she should be turned around. Hopefully I can turn her around without moving the whole upper waist. Once she's heated up, it should be easy to do. There we go. But now, I wonder if her legs were backwards. Yep, you can see her feet are backwards. So I have to pull those off and swap them. But, yeah, her thighs aren't lining up either. So we'll go and turn those back around to they're supposed to be. But we'll leave the waist the right direction now. And we'll go ahead and fix that. So into the hot water for you, Headless Teela. I gotta bend her knees to get her waist deep enough in this water. Luckily, she has double jointed knees, so I can bend them pretty far up. There we go. Keep her cape out, not get it all wet. And while she's heating up, let's take a look at my custom version I made a long time ago. This was my Sorceress Teela that I made. And I actually didn't make her completely, now I think about it. I actually bought her from somebody else that tried making her. But what I did do was I painted her neck to match because her neck was all scraped off. And so I had to mix some paint. And I have a whole video on skin matching. But she is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy I got her. So actually somebody else made her. But I did paint this blue. It used to be green. That way it matches her coloring. It used to belong to Marlena. So there we go. So I actually didn't make this one. Like I said I did. I just painted her neck. But it's easy to make. It's just a head swap. Now there's a huge gap in this leg right here. I know it was kind of a problem we had with the Filmation He-Man figure, the same issue where they didn't make these leg pins right. But look, one is correct and one is not. That's funny. I don't remember seeing that in my other Sorceress figure. All right, so then they also gave us this figure here, which is kind of a cool Sorceress figure. And I already opened one. This one I'm keeping in the box for now. But I used her cape on the Filmation version from Classics. Stand Teela in the background. All right. So let's take a look. Oh, that's She-Ra. This Teela right here. And you can see they made her right. Her butt cheeks are in the back like it's supposed to be. So now I'm going to have to check them all for that. And you can see the legs look like they're the same legs that they used on the other Teela. So it makes sense to try to use the parts wherever you can the same. It makes the most sense. This is going to help us figure out how to put her back together too. So I'll be looking at her for that detail. Now, let's see. Hey, it's like Lightboard joining us. Nice. Sparkle Wolf 404 says, I gave my motherboard figure some capsule chicks from Minions. I don't know what capsule chicks are. I'm going to have to Google that later. Since they are both human robots with purple skin, result I had to give motherboard a dress since the chips got sculpted on clothing. Interesting. I'll have to look that up and see what it is. It's like it's the same. I like that it's actually different on both sides. You got the legs on one side and you have the tail on the other. I believe the original ones weren't quite that detailed, so that's pretty cool. Oh, somebody's texting me. You guys are going to hear some strange audio. Sorry about that. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay. Turn on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, I've turned Do Not Disturb on.
There we go. Now it's set. All right, let's go ahead and pull her out of the water and see if we can't do some leg swapping. Some leg swapping. Oh, they feel very rubbery. This should come apart pretty easily. There we go. There we go. Let's stick this over here. You don't want to pull this apart just to see. I'm not going to pull it apart. Yeah, it looks like that is correct. Everything else. Just the butt was backwards. Ugh. Get back on there. Get back, get back, get back. Get back on there. There we go. They added a new movement. They put a little hinged area here so the leg can go up and down into the socket. That's cool. Because I have messed with figures before trying to fix the leg to push it up in the socket. Let's take a look and see if this Tila has the same movement. She does not. That is a really cool new articulation point. Usually I'm not a fan of new articulation, but that being able to move her leg up and down, that's really cool. So they have a jointed hinge right up there. Which means if your legs are uneven, you could straighten them out and push them in all you want to make her stand different ways. That's a great, because then you could bend like one leg and then pull it out to make it longer so you can have some really cool movements in there. Well, that's a happy, cool new thing. I'm going to heat her head up. I don't want to break the neck. All right, let's take a look at the hands we have. We have regular closing hands. Excellent. And that's the hands I like to use. But it's nice to be able to swap this out. But I'm not going to swap them out. That is so cool, that new movement. I really like that. I remember when I was messing with the Star Sisters. Oh, what is her name? The tall one. The one that stretches taller. Her hips were too far down. So I had to literally take it apart, sand up the spot for the circles for the holes, and then shove the legs in higher so that she would be able to, Tall Star, that's her name. So Tall Star could not have a giant gap in her hip. Now, one thing I don't like about this figure, and that is the red jewel in the chest there. I think it just looks really weird. It kind of reminds me of the Raven thing with the red jewel on her forehead kind of thing. Now, I did cause some damage on here a little bit by bending this up to switch her legs out. You can see right where that bent. So that is kind of a bummer. But at least her butt's not in front anymore. You can see it caused a small wrinkle right there too. All right, let's get the head out of the hot water. Get your head out, Tila. I might try to reheat that up to see if I can't get those wrinkles out. So let's see what we can and can't do with that. I guess if I pull her boots off, they're not hot anymore. We'll just stick her back in there and see if we can't. Oh, I got her cape in there. No! Now the cape is wet. Yeah, it didn't help. The wrinkle's still there. Yeah, it's mostly in the paint or whatever's on there that I've kind of crinkled it. Anyway, so let's see if this glows in the dark. That's what I was curious about. I don't think it will. I think it's just the lighting they used. Ugh. Got my UV light here. Let me stick my mood lighting on. Mood lighting. See, I got this really cool mood light here. I call it my dynamic photo. And when I click it, there it goes. This light I gotta turn off manually though. All right. Now we got our dynamic photo lighting on. Nope, no glowing. I mean, it does catch the black light really cool, but it doesn't actually glow. Let me just kill this blue light and this red light just to make sure. We'll try it one more time. Do 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 do. Nope. But you gotta admit that black light looks cool on her, like it is glowing almost. Oh, bright light. Bright light! Wow. Now it's dark in here. Alright, so those are what this figure is all about. It's strange is you can see in this original Tila, her hair has a lot of detail. Very small little pieces of hair, very well detailed, looks really good. This one, not that it's bad looking, but it looks like they put clumps of clay together and did not go back through and make the hairlines. You can see the difference in the detailing of that hair. So I'm a little disappointed in the big old clumps as opposed to giving us separate streaks. Now granted, they can make this more detailed, but if it gets more detailed than this, it looks weird. But it does look a whole lot better to have those extra lines in there. So that they did change. I do like the armbands. They look really cool. But I also like the armbands on the other Tila too. Not a big fan of the forearms, but again, that's what she had in the cartoon. And I think it's interesting her boots are blue. But they're not the same boots that we got with the Sorceress. It's just the same coloring. And you can see that these have like gold details around them and stuff, where the Sorceress does not. You know what? I think the sculpt's different too. If you look closely, you can see some wrinkles on the top of the boots. Like there's 2 wrinkles right here on this one. And you know what? It does have the same wrinkles. So it may actually be the exact same mold, just a new paint job on it. So interesting. Okay, now we got to look on here. Does she have the same wrinkles too? Now the boot's even different too than the regular Tila. You can see this one actually has a high heel, where this one's a wedge. What? Forearms look huge. I don't know why my video's not working. There we go. Yeah, the forearms do look kind of long, but I think it's because of the double joint. I think that's what causes the issue, because if you bend it here instead of there, now it looks a whole lot shorter. So it all depends on where you do the bend on that double joint. I am not a fan of double jointed elbows. As you guys know, it ruins the sculpt. It looks really weird having this little spot right there. Single jointed elbows could have worked just fine here in this area. You don't need to catch quarters off the back of your forearm. So you don't need to have the arms bent that high. You guys know that trick, right? You put quarters on your forearm right here and you whoop, catch them on the way down. She doesn't need to do that. Oh, you know what? So you can put her hands on her hips. Ugh. So that was the... I guess she has to switch hands for that. Let's see if these are the hipster hands. Is that what these are for? If her joint went up and down this way, like showing a sword aloft, you could put the hands on the hips pretty easily. But this way, it doesn't work too well. So no hands on the hip like it shows in the box. I do like the white up here in the top, though. That's pretty cool. So there are some cool things. So the question is she worth it? Let me see what you guys think. She looks good next to Hero, like matching couple. Where is my Hero? Hero. Hold on a sec while I search for my Hero. I think I tossed me to the room. I'll be right back. I don't know where my Hero figure is. I can see what you mean with all the gold and stuff on him. Oh, there he is. There is my Hero. Burp. You know, the gold is different. I don't think she matches that well because this gold's actually shiny. Shiny. Well, this one's actually dull. If you repaint Hero, then it could match pretty good. Let's put her next to the New Adventures He-Man. And she kind of almost matches him a little better with the blues and stuff. But even then, it still doesn't quite match just right. I have to admit, though, they do a really good job on the faces. The Masterverse faces lately have been really good. I mean, let's take a look at this. Obviously, Tila, you guys have heard me say many times, has an excellent head sculpt. One of the best, even though she's angry. And obviously, I used her on my Origins Tila because I like it so much. So that looks really good. The other head that came with her, I also used on my one of my classics figures, the Tower of Darkness Tila. No, not Tower of Darkness Tila. The Point Dread Tila. And they did an excellent job on her face too. The young version of Catra face. That's funny. You think they would have used the same hands. I mean, they kind of have the same kind of thing going on. But nope. Now, She-Ra, they messed up a little bit on her, but not too bad. They gave her kind of a too small of a chin. I went through a whole bunch of them and found this one so I had the longest chin I could find. But I'm not sure what happened. But the picture of the one they had before they sold her, the prototype, I guess they call it, or whatever, the master figure for painting, looked way better. So something happened between the two of them. But not bad for this one, but I have seen worse ones. Yeah, one day I was at Target going through a whole bunch of packages, not opening, I'm just looking through them trying to find one. And of course this Tila's head looks great too. Oh, wait a minute. That's not Tila. That's G.I. Joe. I think you guys told me her name's Scarlet, right? Did I get it right this time? Scarlet. I did not like the head that she came with originally, with the shaved on one side. I just couldn't do it, so I gave her something similar, but has a ponytail. Mrs. Ponytail Girl. But yet it still has the shortness looking kind of look to it. Actually, it has more red to it, too. And of course we have the Lyn of Evilness. Evil Lyn. A real Eternian hero. And then we have the other Evil Lyn. The other Evil Lyn. Also known as Batwoman. What? I sold my big, tall, giant Evelyn. I was going to compare her to her. But in reality, I guess this would be a closer comparison. Because she's not endued with the power of Grayskull like He-Man and Skeletor and Evelyn was. But she just is the guardian of Castle Grayskull. Now, granted, there is one part in the scene where she does actually absorb the Castle Grayskull power. She should become huge, giant, and muscular looking like the other Tila, or the other Evelyn, but they didn't do that. Yes, a new Eternia Tila would be awesome. One thing that bugs me about this Tila, which is the same thing that bugs me about this one, is the big old glob right there on her chest. In this case, the big silver or gold glob in her chest. Now, granted, it's supposed to be for armor, so if you get hit, you glance off. Because it makes no sense to make boob armor, because when you do, it drives your sword into the middle of the chest. So they have this little thing to protect that idea. This one's not for that, though. This is just for some kind of look, some kind of magical garb thing or whatever. I wish it was removable. I'm tempted to sand it off, but I don't have any pearlescent paint to put it on. And then I remembered I don't really care about this figure. So, worth it is the question. Let's see who said. Yeah, I actually sold her. I have another one in the box. I guess I should open another one just so I can compare her. But... and I like to refer to them as Super Saiyan Evelyn. Wait a minute. That's not your sword. You didn't come with that cool sword. She did look cooler with it, though, didn't she? Excuse me. She came with this. I will smite you with my bird. Don't give me the bird. Oh. She gave her the bird. I gave Super Saiyan Evelyn parts, pants and some shoes. Nice. All right. Anyway, so again, Mattel did a really good job with the female faces. Hers not so much. It was too early in the line. But as they went on, even this Evelyn's face looks better. I mean, look at the detail they did on the coloring. This one doesn't have the same thing. You can see her cheeks are almost the same color as the rest of her face. But you can see the next one they did in line. Way better. And again, look at all the coloring just in this one Tila's face. If I was going to buy this Tila just to keep and I wasn't making this channel, I'd probably buy her for parts. Her skin tone is the same color as this Tila, so if you want to switch out the armbands, you can. But the gold's a different shade of gold, but the armbands look really cool. And then, of course, the head, except for the hair, could be used for some cool figures too. I could even see swapping it out on this one here. Is the color close enough? You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to see how that looks. Let's do this thing. Now, I'm afraid to dunk her head in the water because I painted the gold on this. So, I don't have my heat gun on me. Oh, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm not going to get that off. I used O-rings and heat shrink tubing because it was loose. Yeah. But anyway, you guys can see how that would look. That would not look too bad, actually. It's about the same size. And it can look, that could look pretty cool. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm risking it. I'm risking it all. I'm going the distance. He's going the distance. Dun, 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 dun. Lewis says Todd's gonna break another figure tonight. I hope not. Don't do it, Todd. Okay. Let's see if we can get our head off now. Oh, I got it off of there. You know what? I have to heat this head up to get her hair to be more mobile. More mobile. So you can see the lengths I went to make this head so it works better. One, it was sitting too high on her head. She has a longer neck than most figures. So I also had to Dremel down the inside of her head to make it so that it would work better. So yeah, it's not going to fit on there. It's too small of a hole. You know what? I could throw Tila's head on there. Man, I can't find the Tila's head with the tiara on it. Just to see how that would look. That would look cool. Let's see if I stuck it in his box. Here. My box of extra parts and crud. Funny, I have 2 boxes of extra crud and stuff. Oh, I forgot about this head. That would stink if I lost that cool Tila head. That was a really nice head. Oop. I'm dropping stuff. Nope. Dropping stuff. For those that just joined, I'm digging through a box of parts looking for a different Tila head that I should have had in a different box. No luck, you guys. Yeah, I don't see her head anywhere. Okay, let's get this one out. It's been sitting there quite a while. Hopefully her hair is soft and pliable enough to stick on the classic sorcerer's body. That does not look too bad at all. Now it does kind of ride on the wings. There you go. Then I guess you can shove it down in there once you get it heated up. Not too shabby. I might even keep that like that. I may have to sand down the hair though for it to work. It is putting a lot of stress on that shoulder on both sides. But as far as coloring goes, not too bad. Let's see, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure says you bought that white horse on Amazon and it came with the head broke off. Yeah, Yeah, that's crazy. I still have one in the box that the head's broken on it too. Ugh. It's so annoying. As you guys know, this one broke off super easy when I was just getting ready to sell it. But the cool thing is it looks like this connector is pretty universal. So I should be able to buy a connector just like it. And being it's hidden way deep inside the head, it shouldn't be visible. So when I figure out what connector it is, I'm going to buy a bunch of them. So anyway, I digress. Sorry. Squirrel! Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm not going to stick it in her hand because it's a different size. But anyway, I'm going to stick back my Tila head back on there. There it is. I should heat it up first though before I do. Into the hot water. Let's see. Wouldn't it be a Hebrew live stream without decapitated heads? Once though, it's funny. Let's see. Someone said it wasn't expecting to look that good. Yeah, I was surprised too. Yes, Evil Lyn is cool. I gotta admit, I do like this figure a lot for some strange reason. Not the bat head. I wish the bat helmet was removable or she came with an extra head. Now, someone is telling me this cape works great on Origins figures, but I'm not a fan of the big old blue thing. I wonder if you can get this apart without ruining it. I'll have to check that out later. Maybe get another one just for the cape. So I'm not a fan of the blue collar on the blue collar Evil Lyn, but stand Lyn of evilness. All right, let's get her head out of there. Can I get two jokes in the same show? Get your head out, Tila. There we go. Dun da 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 da. Back to normal. But you gotta admit though, that head did not look too bad on there. If it had some smaller hair particles on there, I probably would have kept it on there. But being its globular cluster hair, I'm not a fan of that, as you guys know, as I mentioned earlier. I don't know if they just forgot to do that last step, and they're like, oops, and then they put it in production before they realized they didn't add the extra strands in the hair with the little tool they use. But something went wrong. Something went wrong. All right, let me look one more time for that head. Somewhere I got a box of Masterverse. There it is. Oh, I started getting too much Masterverse stuff inside my Masterverse box. And if you go to grab the figures out just to use them, it's kind of a hassle. So I stuck them all in this container. See? Like this guy's head. This guy's armor. Extra boots. Those boots are made for walking. Horde armor. Horde armor! Faker head. Must be getting close. Oh yeah, King Randor, right? No, this was Man at Arms, that's right. Oh, what's that? Oh, I thought it was Tila's head, but it's a fist. I got a whole entire Skeletor body, and here's extra parts. Box of He-Man stuff. Oh, this head just rolled. Heads are gonna roll. Another Tila boot. I must be getting close. Oh, the original Tila head. No! It's so funny. My granddaughter saw this head and they did not want to play with the figure that had this head on. And they wanted to know why her hair was ugly. I had no comment. I didn't prompt them. I didn't tell them anything. They just came up with it all on their own. That figure sat and nobody played with her. And what it was I put it on this figure here, which is my Thunder Kick Tila. But when I swapped heads and put this head on instead, they did grab her and play with her, which is kind of funny. I thought for sure it'd be in this box. I even got these gold boots of somebody's. A Hordak head. Hordak. Dude, you have no hair. I used to have a mullet. Here's how I used to look. Burp, burp, burp. Okay, one more search around and then I will call it quits. Tila leg. Tila leg. Da 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 da. Tila leg. Oh, my extra She-Ra head. Oh, wait. I put the Tila head in the She-Ra bag. And there it is. There it is. Into the hot water. Bloop. All right. Now we can try this out like I wanted to. Okay. Where are my tongs of power? Tongs of power! You know what? That's not too bad. It actually looks pretty cool. So if you didn't want that weird looking beak thing on there, and you wanted the hair done right, now again, it's all pushed up so it doesn't have her hair long. It's still long, it's just kind of, you know, in a weird bun thing. But it's still, the tiara does look pretty cool. Not too shabby. Now, of course, you could go with the classic Tila head, too. The messy hair Tila. Blah, 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 blah. Where are the secret plans, Tila? I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. And, of course, that looks the coolest. Dun, dun, dun. Of course, any figure would look good with his head on it. You can even grab a He-Man figure and stick his head on it, and it would look good. Alright. Oop, oop. I think I've had enough fun for today. Let me stick the heads back to normal. Ugh. Let's see, Mike Fee has a question. Mike, what is your question? She looks like Queen Tila. Yes, she does, Shiva. With the other head on. Queen Tila. Da-da-da-da. It's just so crazy. Something as simple as a head swap can just change the whole aesthetic of the figure. And I need to get more of these Tilas so I can actually do a head swap on this one again. I mean, I know the G.I. Joe head's cool, but it's just a little bit small. And I can't even turn her head because it's so tight, but... yeah, you can't put her tiara on that head. It's just too weird. Let's see. Can you get super chats? Well, I thought I had super chats. You aren't able to do super chats? If not, I'll go back and find out why I don't have them, because I used to have them. Am I monetized? Yes, I am monetized. Wow. All right, well, I'll go back and find out why there's no super chats, and I will add them. People have left stuff before. Oh, there it is. Cool. Thanks, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Paul wants to see in the parts box. Sure. Let's take a look here. This is one of the parts boxes. This is the Masterverse one. There's all my parts. Some are spare parts, some are not. There's stuff that I might use for alternate. Bearhead. Thanks, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. I appreciate it. You rock, man. This helmet is cool. I could see using this helmet on somebody. You know what? Let's see if it fits on a Classics figure. Almost. I bet you it would fit, though, on Fisto's head, though, for Classics. All right. Thank you so much, man. That is really cool. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's so cool. Thanks, man. All right, let's see if I missed any other questions. Let's see if you still have... oh, Savage He-Man. Yes, that's a good idea. I do still have a Savage He-Man, but he's still in the box with Orko unopened. I think I've sold all the rest, or have yeah, I think I have sold all the rest of the Savage He-Man bodies that I used to have. At one time, I did have it for a custom Grayskull, but as you guys know, I used the 30th anniversary one for that. All right, so that is a wrap, I think. I think we're done. And Havoc staff, Havoc says, good journey, you guys. Let's see what else you guys. Ever tried Dark Lynn's head on Bat Lynn's body? Yeah, I have tried this Evil Lynn's head on her body, and I forgot what happened. I think the hair got in the way or something. I forgot what happened. There was something. No, her hair wouldn't be in the way. Oh, it's the other way around. Is I tried using the different heads for the other Evil Lynn, the Super Saiyan one, and because of the way her stuff was sculpted on her back, you couldn't use anything that had hair coming down the back for it to fit on there. That's what it was. Now I did keep this Evil Lynn's head in the basket. I must have it quicker access so I can get to it. You can see I added an O-ring to raise it up a little bit when I had her on Frost's body. Or I had her on this body. I had this head on Frost's body. I don't even know what happened to Frost's body. Frost's body must be up for sale somewhere. That sounds bad. Anyway. Master Farce's favorite Revelation Masterverse figure is Fisto. Was he rapping? Oh yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be really easy to give her bare legs too. I mean, all you have to do is soak them. You could even give her these legs right here. I guess we could have fun at that. You know what? I'm going to start another video, and then I'll have a fun video of what would Evelyn look like with bare legs. That could be kind of fun. Curious though, would we still use the same boots? I suppose we would. Let's see if they're the same height. Yeah, the same height. Since I've already caused a wrinkle in here anyway, I might also pull her legs off and give them the Evelyn and see how it looks. Like I said, I'm probably not going to keep this figure anyway, so she'll probably end up as parts. I'll probably keep her head, maybe, or her legs now for Evelyn to see how it looks. It's the same coloring. Oh yeah, the coloring's close enough. Not bad. All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Good journey, you guys.